what are you doing?
I'm doing the rainbow message.
Are you cleaning out the
bucket.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's a Saturday. As usual, I'm once again blessed with some homebrew from a viewer from overseas. So you might have remembered a little while ago that I got some beers from the mighty Brendan at Brewmacker Home Brewing. So I'll leave a link to the video for this beer. Anyway, the end could only mean one thing. New Zealand IPA. Well, I think it is. See if I can sort this out. Oh yeah. Just been doing some D.I.Y, a bit of varnishing. State of me. I think I've got some varnish in my hair. So I have removed my mighty bottle opener. I need to find a good place for that. Anyway, so yeah, this is from all the way from the Netherlands, and it's a New Zealand IPA. This is basically a comp. It wasn't. Yeah, it was like 100 subs, 200 subs comp. Brendan kindly offered to basically send some Beermail to anyone that commented on his video with a recipe of what he could brew next. Anyway, he brewed a New Zealand IPA. I don't know a hell of a lot about it. I think it's close to 6%, and I know it's got Wakatu as aroma hops and some Green Bullet. I don't know if it's got some Pacific Jade, but definitely some Green Bullet and Wakatu. So I can smell that already. As soon as I crack the top. So, based on that black IPA, I'm expecting something pretty special because that last black IPA from Brewmacker was superb. That's properly carbonated, which is exactly what you want out of a beer. Super clear as well. I left that for a little bit, so it disturbed a little bit of sediment, but look at that. That is a thing of beauty. This is exactly what I feel like after sanding and kind of like coving cracks and scotias and sorting out holes in floorboards and all sorts of bullshit. So cheers, Brendan. Hopefully you can kind of, yeah man, this is a superb looking beer. Anyway, it's not about the looks, it's all about the aroma and the taste. Yeah, I'm still getting a bit of hop off that. Wakatu and Green Bullet aren't massive big aroma hops, but I am getting a little bit of sweet fruit off that, a good bit of malt. Anyway, I'm bloody thirsty and I've been rambling and I'm already 2 minutes 50 and I still haven't had a drink. So cheers guys, cheers Brewmacker. Wow. What's in that water in the Netherlands, man? That is real good. I'm getting, for a start, it's super clean, but I am getting some big juice. I'm getting a bit of passion fruit. Passion fruit and almost a bit of vanilla. I don't think those are kind of archetypal hop flavours from both Green Bullet and Wakatu. In fact, Green Bullet's normally put in our generic kind of rugby player beers, so it's really nice to see this used in a proper beer. So, man. Sweet, malty, juicy, and perfectly fermented. I can't ask for anything else. The only thing I could have asked for is if I'd got this straight out of his fermenter, mate. That I'm sure this was amazing a couple of weeks after it was brewed, and it's probably been a couple of months. So yeah, I should have got onto this earlier, but really appreciate this. I've got another. I might give one of these to a fellow YouTuber because he actually sent me 2 of them, and I think it would be a bit selfish for me to have 2 of them, and I've still got his big ass quad to have. So cheers Brewmacker, subscribe to his channel. Hopefully put some more content up there soon. Wicked dude, wicked system, all DIY. Engineer by trade, and he's engineered it perfectly good New Zealand IPA. So cheers brother. And yeah, I'll be to show you some DIY. I've been doing a little bit of that, not on the house this time, but a DIY for the old Counterflow convoluted stainless steel chiller. So yeah, I'll show you a bit of that now. Cheers Brendan. Right, silver soldering. I'm going to be putting these 1.5 inch triclover fittings to my heat exchange coil or counterflow chiller, depending on how you look at it. And I have coiled the silver solder. You can see that's been cut with a pipe cutter, so it's got a bit of a rolled lip there. I have checked that's flush with a steel rule, so that hopefully we'll be able to fill that full gap up with silver solder and possibly file or sand it flush. And I've just made sure that the coil is fairly level, and then we'll have a go at this next one. And of course I have prepped it with some wet and dry sandpaper and given a clean with some methylated spirits, and of course applied some flux, and in this case I'm using the old Harris stuff. So there's the first fitting done. Given that a little bit of a wipe with water once it cooled down, and it's helped to remove a little of this black stuff here. Yeah, as I say, I've overfilled that, but I'll give it a bit of a file back. Very tricky. I've dialed that oxyacetylene back as far as I can, but she's still pretty hot. So with low temps, you should have way less trouble. So yeah, I'll give that file and a clean up, and yeah, we'll do the other. Rightio. So just going to give these, just tidy that one up a bit, a little bit hot actually, and you can see there I've just started filing that very carefully. I'll get most of that excess silver solder off. Lucky I'm not stingy, eh? And yeah, I'll probably wet dry that with 80 and move up to 1000 just to clean off any scratches, and yeah, just get that nice and flush. As you can see, it's pretty damn close to the edge, so I haven't got any bubbles or holes. Maybe just a slight kind of low spot, which should be pretty easy to clean. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I could have gone back and back soldered the fittings there, but there is plenty there and they seem pretty rock solid, so time will tell. If I don't like it, easy fix, I can heat it up, remove them and TIG weld them up. But to be honest, I just wanted to get this thing fitted with these fittings, and if I don't like it, I can always change it. That is the beauty of silver soldering. So yeah, I'll see ya when it's finished. After all that kerfuffle, I have now fitted these triclover fittings. So I've actually got a male camlock triclover with the just standard, well it is a threaded 1/2 inch threaded triclover. So yeah, pretty much triclover converted to camlock. Why on earth have I bothered to do that? Or why didn't I just put camlock silver solder on there? A variety of reasons. Probably the main thing is easier to clean. So once I've finished the brew day, I can disconnect all that, soak it, bung it through the dishwasher, and just sanitize those triclover ends. And yeah, just a bit of flexibility really. I love the camlocks in terms of being able to take them on and off, but the triclover for cleaning. So yeah, best of both worlds. Easy to disconnect the pipes, they're a pain in the ass disconnecting triclovers. So yeah, hopefully I'm onto a winner there. Giving that a good clean and star sand just to clean out any residual gunk in there from that silver soldering. Nice and clean, and brew day tomorrow. So yeah, just a close up there. I have filed that back. To be honest, I could do with giving that a bit more of a rub back with some finer paper, but I've got that pretty much flush, and yeah, it seemed to have worked throughout the brew day. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Worked a treat.